I did pay cash for my first duplex. So it was $35,000. We paid cash for it. We have since refinanced it. But so the kind of evolution of Ryan Ingram as an investor was whenever I first got started back in 2017, I was coming full force, hot and heavy, right off the Dave Ramsey train. So I was bound and determined to never have any debt for the rest of my life. And what happened? See what had happened was we bought our first duplex in cash for 35,000. I had a bad management company in place, so they were nickel and diming me. They were charging like $45 minimum service call. It seemed like if the person so much as called the office, I was getting charged that. So at the end of the day, it was rented out for about $1,000 per month total. And of that, I was getting maybe between $100 and $300 per month after all of the fees and whatnot. So that wasn't good. And I bought that in August. At the end of the year, on that 2017 tax return, I showed a grand total of about $1,300, as that's how much money I made. So then in April of the following year, there was a property for sale for $28,000, and it was recently renovated. Right, I know that's crazy prices, but it needed no work. It was a beautiful, beautiful house. I wanted to buy it, but I didn't quite have $28,000. As much as I didn't want to do it, I went and I got a loan. I got a $21,000 loan from the local credit union. And that mortgage cost $112 and like 73 cents per month. The property rented out for $770 per month. I changed management companies that didn't nickel and dime me. My down payment on that one was $7,000. I think if you were to consider closing costs, it was closer to $9,000 total. And I was making about $500 per month after the mortgage was paid. So making more money, having put down not even 25% of the amount of money. It was just apples and oranges. And I thought to myself, like, that's when real estate and leverage really started to kind of click for me. And it's just like, okay, well, I put down 7,000 and I'm able to rent it out for 770. My mortgage payment is $112. How many times can I do this before it's not okay? Before I'm not comfortable doing it, before it is a bad idea? Like, how much of that could I take on before, all my Dave Ramsey lessons just don't compute anymore? And I think the simple answer is I can't possibly do that enough before it doesn't make sense to do that. Now, sure, the landscape's changed, the prices have increased, that math breaks down a little bit, but at the same time, it's still true. If you have the ability to use leverage, that it's always better to do that in real estate investing, so long as the property cash flows. I was talking to a guy whose net worth is a little over $10 million at this point. He has somewhere around 200 doors. He's been investing in real estate since about 2005. And he was reflecting on these similar sentiments because he talks to people pretty regularly as well that ask about this and say, oh, I wouldn't be comfortable, having that much debt. Oh, I'm only going to do this in cash. And he, crunched numbers however he does it and realized that he would only have about 5% of the properties that he had did he choose to operate solely in cash over utilizing leverage. That's a really big difference. Really big difference. Just shows you the power of leverage if you use it the appropriate way.
Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.